purification of breathing passages, building up strength in the chest and the breathing mechanism. You think like only breathing practice is for elongating inhalation, for elongating retention of breath and elongating exhalation, while you also are benefited by strengthening the muscles that are active, that are being used in breathing, diaphragm, etc. The pranayama is rendering the mind controlled. It's rendering the mind and the senses controlled. When the senses run away from us and when the thoughts start coming in that we don't want, you'll persist for a short period of time, and soon enough you don't feel you're distracted anymore. Your mind has been brought back into the practice. So one of the practices you can do is the category concentration practice, in which you allow your mind to move, but in a defined circle. That circle is a category. So now you have a picture in your mind of 4 flowers. And the 4 flowers, you have different shape and color of the 4 flowers, but they're all in the same category, a category which you have no attachment to, flowers. So when you concentrate on one flower, and you let the mind concentrate as if this is one of your practices of pranayama or meditation, you're concentrating the mind, you're giving effort, but the mind a little bit distracted today. So you let it move when it becomes distracted to the next flower, but not on anything else, and you let it focus on that next flower. It's a new object of meditation. Mind likes it. Monkey mind's like, oh, I got a new toy. But you are the controller. Your intellect is controlling that monkey of the mind. And you're giving it specific objects to focus its distracted energy on. Distracted mind is focused gently and intellectually, not forcefully. So if you were to only forcefully, is that you must focus mind, monkey mind, on this one object to the exclusion of all other objects. Today or right now, just because of what you've engaged with and engaged in throughout the day, the mind may be of a more distracted state. You'll notice the end of the day versus beginning of the day, the contents of the mind. When there are a lot of contents in the mind, give it some wiggle room. Do the category concentration. Eventually gain the control where you persist and you work through, and just a little bit of effort is required for the mind then to regain its steadiness. For you want serenity. You want peace. Is that a question in your mind? Whether you want happiness and you want peace and you want serenity. It's not a question in anybody's mind. So then with the external stuff, the calamities and atrocities and all the things about the world that cause you to suffer. All those things, actually, what we just learned is you have the water to put out those 3 fires in your life. Right? And of course you're praying and you're creating as much as you can for the 3rd tapa, the third fire, that's acts of God, which you pray that there's shanti, there's peace, even in the realms that control earthquakes, hurricanes, tsunamis, these kinds of things. So while all this negativity goes on in the world, by you practicing your sadhana integrally, as you know how to practice it, and by applying these teachings from satsanga, you become more equipped to bring the remedy you seek for the world. And not just in this very short-term way. You are here for a profound reason. And so you bring that not only for the short term because of your intellect is sharp and your passion is there. You bring it in the short term. You've got practical understanding and intelligence and wisdom. But then that feeling that you have because of your sadhana, the wisdom you have because of your satsanga, that goes on changing the lives long after you've taught, long after you've spoken, long after you've become active in the way that you became active. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Shama Shiva Datri Swaha Swada Namostute. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste and blessings.